The land of Papua still cannot be separated from a series of armed conflicts. From the New Order era to the Reformation era, a series of violent incidents involving security forces and separatist groups supporting Papuan independence continued. Not a few civilians who actually became victims. Most recently, Monday, February 15, 2021, a TNI soldier named Ginanjar Arianda was shot and killed in Shugapa, Intan Jaya, Papua. West Papua National Liberation Army, Free Papua Organization, TPNPBOPM, claimed responsibility for the incident. Various approaches by the government from across the president, to the last one by President Joko Widodo, have not been able to suppress the conflict in Papua. The motives for violence are increasingly diverse. Not only starting from the issue of independence, but also racism, which is still prevalent. 1. The tragedy of Waimana, October 2000. On October 3, 2000, a number of leaders in Jayapura claimed to have succeeded in repealing the ban on the Morning Star flag, a symbol of Papuan independence, by the government of President Abdurrahman Wahid alias Gus Dur. Razing was also carried out. Until 3 days later, the security forces launched an operation to the 7 posts that raised the flag around Waimana. From the Tempo magazine report on October 15, 2000, it was stated that at least 30 people were killed, 40 people were injured, and hundreds of people were displaced after this incident. 2. Wajir case, June 2001. On June 13, 2001, in Wonoboyo village, Wajir, 4 civilians, namely Dud Umaki, Felix Urban, Henok Maroni, and Gunter Sambarai, were declared dead. From the records of the Commission for Missing Persons and Victims of Violence, Contras, they are suspected of being killed by security forces who committed extrajudicial killings. In addition, 39 people were tortured in this incident, 5 people were forcibly disappeared, and 1 person was sexually assaulted. This case is classified by Komnas HAM as one of the cases of gross human rights violations after the Reformation. However, until now, the case has not been followed up by the Attorney General's office. 3. The April 2003 Waimana incident. The Waimana incident occurred in April 2003. At that time, several people managed to break into the weapons warehouse at the Waimana Kodam/1702 headquarters and took away 29 firearms and 3,500 rounds of bullets. This incident killed 2 TNI soldiers and 1 of the burglars. To strengthen the troops for pursuit, Dandam/1702/JWI requested additional troops from Kopassus and Kostrad, as many as 158 people. During the pursuit, there were arrests, torture, ill treatment, shootings and killings of civilians. In addition, they also set fire to residents' houses, churches, polyclinics, and schools, which caused residents to flee. The Komnas HAM team that went to the field concluded that this incident was a serious human rights violation because it targeted civilians. 4. Cenderawasih University tragedy, March 2006. Serious human rights violations have occurred again. This time during the era of the Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono administration, on March 16, 2006. At that time, a prolonged demonstration related to the rejection of PT Freeport Indonesia in Papua was being intensively carried out by students from the University of Cenderawasih, in Abipura. It was reported that dozens of victims were killed, both from students and from the security forces.